Have you ever felt like there's something different about you, an unshakable strength, a light within that refuses to be dimmed, no matter the challenges you face? That's not a coincidence. It's the mark of being one of God's chosen. Your life is not ordinary. It is divinely orchestrated, safeguarded by a power so great that even the forces of darkness tremble at your presence. This truth may feel overwhelming, but it's time to embrace the reality of who you are and the extraordinary protection and authority you carry. You are not just surviving life's storms. You are thriving, walking in a divine purpose that has been sealed by God Himself. His hand over your life ensures that no weapon formed against you can prosper, and no force of darkness can derail your destiny. What does this mean for you? It means you carry a light so powerful it disrupts darkness, a frequency so high the enemy can't comprehend it, and a covenant so unbreakable that your victory is guaranteed. You are surrounded by divine reinforcement, supported by heavenly forces that work tirelessly to ensure you fulfill the mission God has placed in your heart. In this journey, we will uncover 6 life-changing truths about your identity as one of God's chosen. Together, we will explore the divine protection that sets you apart, the unshakable authority you carry, the power of God's unbreakable covenant, the life-changing clarity of spiritual awareness, the unstoppable force of your divine light, and the overwhelming strength of the heavenly reinforcement surrounding you. Each truth builds upon the last, creating a foundation of confidence, courage, and purpose. Get ready to step boldly into the fullness of your calling. This is not just a message, it's a revelation. Let the truth of who you are sink deep into your soul and watch as it transforms how you see yourself, your challenges, and the world around you. You are chosen, protected, and unstoppable. Let's begin. Part 1. Divine protection sets you apart. As one of God's chosen ones, you live a life marked by extraordinary significance and divine purpose. Your existence is not an accident or a coincidence. It is the result of a deliberate and powerful act of love by God Himself. The protection you carry is not something ordinary or temporary. It is a shield so impenetrable that even the highest-ranking demons cannot lay a finger on you. This is a profound truth that sets you apart from everyone else in the world. Many live in constant fear of unseen forces, feeling overwhelmed by the darkness that seems to loom in every corner. They worry about the threats they cannot see and the challenges they cannot predict. But you are different. You do not live under the same limitations. God has sealed your destiny with divine protection, a covering so powerful that even the devil himself trembles at the sight of you. This protection is not just a vague concept or an abstract promise. It is a reality that defines every moment of your life. You may wonder what it means to be divinely protected. It means that no matter what storms arise in your life, no matter what schemes the enemy devises, you will stand firm. Every plan formed against you crumbles before it can even touch you. This is not due to luck or coincidence. It is because of God's active hand in your life. His protection surrounds you like an impenetrable fortress, ensuring that no weapon formed against you will prosper. This is the reality of being chosen by God. You are untouchable in ways the world cannot comprehend. The devil's power is often exaggerated, designed to instill fear and doubt. But the truth is, when it comes to you, the devil is powerless. His attempts to harm you or derail your destiny are futile because God Himself has written your story. Your life is a divine appointment, a sacred journey safeguarded by the Creator of the universe. The forces of darkness may try to come against you, but they are playing a losing game. Their power is nothing compared to the authority and protection of God. This divine protection does not mean you will never face challenges. On the contrary, as one of God's chosen ones, you may encounter trials and tribulations more frequently than others. However, the difference is that these challenges cannot defeat you. They cannot derail the purpose God has set for your life. Instead, they become opportunities for you to grow stronger, to deepen your faith, and to shine even brighter in a world filled with darkness. Your destiny is sealed with divine favor. This means that no matter what comes your way, you can face it with confidence and courage. The protection you carry is not something passive. It is active and dynamic, working on your behalf, even when you're unaware of it. It goes before you, clearing obstacles and ensuring that you remain on the path God has set for you. It surrounds you, shielding you from harm and keeping you safe in the face of danger. It works within you, giving you strength, wisdom, and peace that surpass all understanding. As God's chosen one, you are not only protected, you are also empowered. This protection is not just about keeping you safe from harm, it is about enabling you to fulfill the extraordinary purpose God has placed on your life. You are called to be a beacon of light, a source of hope, and a testament to God's power and goodness. Your life is a living declaration of His glory, a reminder to the world that darkness can never overcome the light. This divine protection is a gift, but it also comes with a responsibility. You are called to walk in the confidence and assurance of God's protection, to live boldly and fearlessly in the face of challenges. You are called to share this truth with others, to be a source of encouragement and inspiration to those who are struggling to see the light. Your life is a testimony to the power of faith, a reminder that no force in the universe can stand against the plans of God. In embracing this truth, you can move forward with unwavering confidence, knowing that you are not alone. God is with you, His angels surround you, and His hand is upon you. You are divinely chosen, divinely protected, and divinely empowered. Your destiny is sealed, and no force in heaven or on earth can change what God has ordained for your life. This is the reality of being one of God's chosen ones, and it is a truth that you can carry with you every day, in every situation, and through every challenge. You are not just protected, you are unstoppable, and your life is a testament to the unmatched power and love of God. Part 2. Unshakable Divine Authority. As a chosen one, you carry a profound and unshakable authority that sets you apart in the spiritual realm. This authority is not something you earn or achieve through effort. It is a gift bestowed upon you by God Himself. Your soul operates at a frequency so high and pure that dark forces cannot even comprehend, let alone touch it. This divine frequency acts as a spiritual shield, making you untouchable to the powers of darkness. Imagine a radio station broadcasting on a frequency so advanced that ordinary devices cannot pick it up. This is the reality of your spiritual essence. Demons and negative forces operate on low frequencies, feeding on fear, doubt, and negativity. These are the tools they use to manipulate and control. However, your soul vibrates on a level so elevated that it creates an invisible force field around you. It is as though you exist on a different plane, one that the forces of darkness cannot access or influence. They cannot even locate you, let alone harm you. This divine authority is not just about defense, it is a testament to the power and purpose God has placed within you. Your very presence disrupts the strategies of the enemy. Where others might be vulnerable to spiritual attacks, you remain unshaken, your light too brilliant for the darkness to approach. It's not simply about surviving these attacks, it's about rendering the enemy powerless to even launch them. They cannot grip your essence or penetrate the divine shield that surrounds you. Dark forces thrive on the chaos they create in the lives of others. They feed on fear, planting seeds of doubt and insecurity. Yet, when it comes to you, their efforts are futile. They may attempt to manipulate the people around you or the circumstances in your life, but they cannot touch you directly. Your soul operates in a realm that they cannot access, governed by divine principles they cannot understand. To them, you are a walking mystery, a being so aligned with God's purpose that their usual tactics are rendered ineffective. This divine authority is a reflection of the light within you. It is not just about being protected, it's about being so elevated, so aligned with God, that the forces of darkness are left confused and powerless. They cannot fathom your strength, your peace, or your unwavering faith. It's as if you are walking in a light so radiant that their very existence is threatened by your presence. This is not arrogance. It is the reality of being chosen and empowered by God. The enemy's greatest weapon is deception, making people believe they are powerless or vulnerable. But you, as a chosen one, are not susceptible to these lies. You see through the enemy's tactics, recognizing them for what they are, hollow attempts to destabilize and control. Your awareness dismantles their power. You do not operate in fear, but in the knowledge that God's protection and authority are your birthright. What makes this authority even more extraordinary is its permanence. It is not something that comes and goes based on your circumstances or feelings. It is a constant, unchanging reality that is tied to your identity as a child of God. Even when you face challenges, even when life feels overwhelming, this divine authority remains intact. It is a foundation you can stand on, no matter what storms may come your way. Your authority extends beyond just spiritual protection. It empowers you to live boldly, to walk in your purpose, and to bring light into a world filled with darkness. You are not merely surviving, you are thriving, fulfilling the divine purpose God has placed on your life. Your presence alone sends ripples through the spiritual realm, reminding the forces of darkness that their power is limited and ultimately futile. This unshakable authority is a call to action. It is not just a passive shield, it is an invitation to step boldly into the life God has prepared for you. To walk in this truth is to embrace your role as a beacon of hope, a testament to God's power and love. You are chosen, protected, and unstoppable, not because of anything you have done, but because of who God is and the authority He has placed within you. When you fully grasp the depth of this authority, it changes everything. It gives you the courage to face life's challenges with confidence, the strength to overcome obstacles, and the peace to stand firm in the face of adversity. This is the gift of divine authority, a gift that makes you untouchable, unstoppable, and a living testimony to the greatness of God. You are a chosen one, walking in the fullness of God's protection and purpose, and no force of darkness can ever change that truth. Part 3. God's Unbreakable Covenant. As one of God's chosen, you are under the covering of an unbreakable covenant, a divine contract that no force in existence can alter or annul. This covenant is not simply a promise, it is a declaration of God's eternal commitment to you. It is a sacred bond that seals your destiny, ensuring that no matter what happens, His plan for your life will prevail. In a world filled with uncertainty and fleeting loyalties, this covenant is a steadfast anchor for your soul. This divine contract is rooted in God's unwavering love for you. It is not contingent on your perfection or performance, but on His perfect nature. Romans declares, "If God is for us, who can be against us?" This truth is the foundation of your confidence. God's covenant over your life is non-negotiable. No force of darkness, no human intervention, and no circumstance can override it. It is a guarantee that what God has decreed for you will come to pass. The forces of darkness may try to derail your journey, but they are waging a battle that was lost before it even began. Every attack they launch is futile because the outcome of your life has already been determined. This is the power of God's covenant. It renders the enemy's schemes powerless and ensures that every plan formed against you will ultimately fail. What's more, these attempts to harm you often backfire, pushing you closer to the destiny God has designed for you. Think about the countless ways the enemy has tried to sow fear, doubt, and negativity into your life. These are his favorite tools, seeds of destruction he hopes will take root in your heart. But as a chosen one, even these attacks are turned into opportunities for growth and victory. The very things meant to destroy you become the catalyst for your transformation. Like seeds falling on fertile ground, the enemy's efforts are repurposed by God to produce wisdom, strength, and unwavering faith within you. This is the beauty of God's covenant. It is not just a protective barrier, it is a transformative force. Every challenge you face, every trial you endure, becomes a stepping stone toward the fulfillment of your purpose. The darkness the enemy tries to use against you is transformed into light, propelling you forward. It's as though God takes the enemy's plans and reshapes them into blessings, ensuring that nothing is wasted and everything works for your good. To live under God's covenant is to walk in the assurance that your life is divinely orchestrated. You are not subject to the whims of fate or the plans of the enemy. Your path is governed by God's unshakable will. Isaiah reminds us, "The Lord of hosts has purposed, and who will annul it? His hand is stretched out, and who will turn it back?" This is the truth you carry with you. No one and nothing can thwart the plans God has set for your life. This covenant also empowers you to face challenges with boldness. When you understand that your destiny is sealed, fear loses its grip on you. You no longer live in reaction to the enemy's attacks. Instead, you walk in the confidence that every move the enemy makes is destined to fail. You are not fighting for victory, you are fighting from victory. The battle was won long before it began, and your life is a testament to this truth. God's covenant is not only a shield, but also a guide. It aligns every aspect of your life with His divine will, ensuring that even the detours and setbacks lead you closer to your purpose. The enemy may try to create chaos and confusion, but God uses every situation to refine you and prepare you for greater things. What the enemy intends for harm, God transforms into good, turning obstacles into opportunities and trials into triumphs. Living under this covenant also means embracing your identity as a chosen one. You are not just someone who is protected, you are someone who is destined. Your life carries a significance that goes beyond your understanding. You are a living reflection of God's glory, a testament to His faithfulness and power. This is why the forces of darkness are powerless against you. They are not just fighting you, they are fighting against God Himself, and that is a battle they can never win. So, how do you walk in this truth? You walk with confidence, knowing that your steps are ordered by the Lord. You face challenges with faith, trusting that God's covenant will never fail. You live with purpose, understanding that every aspect of your life is part of a divine plan. And most importantly, you rest in the assurance that you are deeply loved, endlessly protected, and unshakably secure under the covering of God's unbreakable covenant. This is your reality as one of God's chosen, a life defined by divine favor, unstoppable purpose, and eternal victory. Part 4. The Power of Awareness. As one of God's chosen, one of your greatest weapons against the forces of darkness is awareness. Awareness is more than just being conscious of the spiritual realm. It is the ability to see clearly through the deception and schemes of the enemy. It is a divine gift that allows you to discern the truth, recognize the enemy's tactics, and dismantle their influence before they can take root. This power of awareness is what makes you a formidable force in the spiritual battlefield, rendering the plans of the enemy ineffective. Dark forces thrive in shadows, relying on manipulation, deceit, and subtle control. They operate by keeping people in the dark, preying on ignorance and fear. Their greatest strength lies in their ability to remain undetected, to whisper lies into hearts and minds without being challenged. But as one of God's chosen, you are not blinded by their illusions. Your spiritual eyes have been opened, and you can see the enemy for who they truly are, powerless beings desperately clinging to a fragile foundation of lies. The Bible reminds us in 2 Corinthians that Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. This means that the enemy often appears in forms that seem appealing or harmless, disguising his true intentions. For those who lack awareness, these disguises can be convincing, leading them down paths of confusion, fear, and despair. But as a chosen one, you possess the discernment to see through these false appearances. You can identify the truth hidden beneath the enemy's facade, stripping away their power and influence. This awareness is not just about recognizing the enemy. It is about understanding the authority you carry as a child of God. When you know who you are and whose you are, the enemy's lies lose their power over you. Their attempts to sow fear, doubt, and insecurity fall flat because you are grounded in the truth of God's word. You understand that the battle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces, as Ephesians teaches. This knowledge equips you to stand firm, unshaken by the enemy's attempts to destabilize you. What happens when you become aware of the enemy's tactics? Their influence evaporates. Their power is rooted in illusion, and the moment you recognize the games they're playing, their grip is broken. It's like shining a light in a dark room. Suddenly, the shadows that once seemed so intimidating are revealed to be nothing more than empty space. Awareness gives you the upper hand, allowing you to dismantle their strategies before they even begin to take effect. This is why demons fear the chosen ones. It's not because of any physical strength or worldly power, but because of your ability to see the truth. You expose their lies, rendering their manipulations useless. They thrive on secrecy and obscurity, but your awareness brings clarity and light. They rely on keeping people blind to their schemes, but you walk with eyes wide open, guided by the wisdom of the Holy Spirit. Living in this state of awareness also changes how you respond to spiritual attacks. Instead of reacting with fear or confusion, you respond with confidence and authority. You recognize the enemy's tactics for what they are, desperate attempts to distract and derail you. And because you see through these schemes, they cannot take root in your heart or mind. You counter their lies with the truth of God's promises, extinguishing their fiery darts before they can cause harm. Awareness is also a powerful tool for spiritual growth. It allows you to recognize not only the enemy's tactics, but also the ways in which God is working in your life. It opens your eyes to the blessings, guidance, and opportunities God places before you. It helps you discern His will, align your steps with His purpose, and remain steadfast in your faith, even in the midst of challenges. This heightened awareness transforms the way you navigate the world. You no longer live in reaction to external circumstances or the enemy's ploys. Instead, you live proactively, anchored in the truth and guided by divine wisdom. This is a position of strength, one that leaves the forces of darkness powerless to influence or control you. Ultimately, the power of awareness is a testament to your identity as one of God's chosen. It is a reflection of the light within you, a light that exposes darkness wherever it is found. This is why the enemy cannot stand against you. Your awareness shatters their illusions, leaving them with no foothold in your life. By walking in this truth, you not only protect yourself, but also become a beacon of clarity and hope for others, helping them see through the darkness and step into the light of God's love and truth. Embrace this awareness, for it is one of the greatest gifts God has given you. It is both a shield and a weapon, equipping you to stand firm against the enemy and walk boldly in the path God has prepared for you. With this gift, you are unstoppable, unshakable, and fully equipped to fulfill the divine purpose that God has placed upon your life. Part 5. Divine Light Overcomes Darkness. As one of God's chosen, you carry within you a divine light so powerful that it pierces through the deepest darkness. This light is not just a metaphorical idea, it is a tangible spiritual force that emanates from your connection to God. It illuminates every space you enter, exposing deception, dismantling the enemy's plans, and radiating truth. This light is your identity, your authority, and your unshakable proof that the darkness cannot prevail. The Bible states in John, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." This verse encapsulates the essence of what it means to be a chosen one. You are a living embodiment of this truth. No matter how overwhelming the darkness around you may seem, it cannot withstand the light that you carry. Your light is not dependent on your circumstances, emotions, or strength. It flows directly from God's presence within you. When you walk into a room, your light disrupts the plans of the enemy. Imagine darkness that has comfortably settled into a space, thriving in its ability to remain hidden. But the moment your light enters, it reveals what was concealed, rendering the enemy's tricks powerless. This is the transformative power you bring as one of God's chosen. You don't have to say or do anything dramatic. Your very presence, aligned with God, is enough to shift the atmosphere. This divine light is not just about exposing darkness, it's about bringing clarity, peace, and hope to those around you. The world is filled with confusion, fear, and despair, and many people are trapped in the shadows of uncertainty. Your light cuts through that fog, offering a beacon of truth and a reminder of God's love. It is an invitation for others to step out of the darkness and into the freedom of God's presence. The enemy, however, despises this light. His power thrives on secrecy and obscurity, but your light removes his ability to operate. It's no wonder that the forces of darkness fear you. They know they cannot overcome the light you carry. Their strategies fall apart in your presence, not because of anything you've done, but because the light of God within you is unassailable. The enemy's chaos and confusion crumble before the truth you represent. This light also has a deeply personal impact. It serves as a constant reminder of who you are and whose you are. In moments of doubt or fear, it anchors you in the truth of God's promises. It reassures you that no matter what challenges you face, you are never alone. The light within you is a reflection of God's power, His favor, and His divine purpose for your life. It is a source of strength, courage, and unshakable peace. But carrying this light also comes with responsibility. As a chosen one, you are called to let your light shine boldly and unapologetically. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect or flawless. It means being authentic, living in alignment with God's will, and sharing His love with those around you. Your light is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to shine brightly, illuminating the darkness and inspiring others to seek God. This is not always an easy task. The darkness may push back, attempting to extinguish your light through trials, temptations, or discouragement. But remember this: the darkness cannot overcome the light. Every challenge you face only strengthens the radiance of your light. Every attack from the enemy serves to amplify the power of God within you. You are untouchable, not because of your own strength, but because God's light is unquenchable. Walking in this light requires faith and trust. It means believing that no matter how dark the world may seem, God's light in you is stronger. It means choosing to stand firm in your identity, even when others question or oppose you. It means embracing your role as a beacon of hope, even when it feels overwhelming. And it means trusting that every step you take is guided by God's hand, leading you toward His perfect plan for your life. The beauty of this light is that it is not just for you, it is for others as well. When you let your light shine, you become a vessel through which God's love and truth can flow. You bring encouragement to the weary, hope to the hopeless, and guidance to the lost. Your light is a gift, not only to yourself but to the world around you. It is a reflection of God's glory, a testament to His power, and a reminder that darkness can never win. As you walk in this truth, remember the promise of John. The light you carry cannot be extinguished, no matter how fierce the darkness may seem. You are a chosen one, a vessel of God's unyielding light, and through you, His presence shines brightly in the world. Let your light shine boldly and without hesitation, knowing that it is your greatest weapon against the forces of darkness. In every moment, with every step, you carry the victory of God's light, a beacon that cannot and will not be overcome. Part 6. Surrounded by divine reinforcement. As one of God's chosen, you are never alone. From the moment you stepped into your divine purpose, you were surrounded by celestial reinforcement, a heavenly host that works tirelessly to guide, protect, and strengthen you. This divine reinforcement is not merely a comforting thought, it is a living, active reality. The forces of heaven align to ensure that you fulfill the destiny God has designed for you. This is not just protection, it is empowerment, an unyielding assurance that nothing can derail you from the path God has set. The Bible is filled with reminders of this divine reinforcement. Psalm 91 speaks of angels guarding you in all your ways, lifting you up so that you do not stumble. These celestial beings act as cosmic bodyguards, not only shielding you from harm, but actively clearing obstacles from your path. They ensure that every step you take is purposeful, aligning you with God's will and safeguarding the mission He has entrusted to you. This divine support system is more than just a shield. It is a force that propels you forward. Challenges, which might seem overwhelming to others, are transformed into opportunities for growth and triumph in your life. When the forces of darkness attempt to obstruct your path, they encounter an impenetrable wall of divine power. The obstacles they set before you are not just removed. They are turned into stepping stones that elevate you higher, pushing you closer to the fulfillment of God's plan. Have you ever noticed how situations that seemed insurmountable suddenly resolved in ways you could never have anticipated? This is divine reinforcement in action. When you are aligned with God's purpose, the universe itself conspires to support you. Mountains move, paths are made clear, and circumstances shift in your favor. What the enemy meant for harm, God uses for good, ensuring that every trial becomes a testimony, every setback a setup for a greater victory. This reinforcement also provides you with unshakable confidence. When you know that you are surrounded by divine forces, fear loses its grip. You no longer approach life with hesitation or doubt, but with boldness and assurance. The whispers of the enemy, those insidious attempts to sow fear, doubt, and insecurity, fall flat because you are anchored in the truth of God's presence. You understand that no force, no matter how cunning or malicious, can stand against the power that surrounds you. Even in moments of isolation, when the world feels heavy and the path ahead seems uncertain, you can rest in the assurance that you are never truly alone. God Himself walks with you, His angels flank your sides, and His Spirit resides within you. This divine presence is not passive. It is actively working on your behalf, orchestrating events, influencing outcomes, and ensuring that His will prevails in your life. The enemy is fully aware of this divine reinforcement, and it terrifies him. He knows that any attempt to harm you is not just a battle against you, but against the entire heavenly host that surrounds you. His schemes are futile because he is outnumbered, outmatched, and overpowered by the forces of heaven. Every attack he launches is met with swift and decisive resistance, ensuring that his plans crumble before they can take effect. Living in this reality means embracing your role as a participant in God's grand plan. You are not a passive observer. You are an active agent of light, called to bring God's love and truth into the world. The divine reinforcement surrounding you is not just for your protection, it is also for your empowerment. It enables you to walk boldly in your calling, to face challenges with faith, and to inspire others with the strength and peace that only come from God. This reinforcement also serves as a reminder of your extraordinary value. God would not invest such resources in someone insignificant. The presence of divine reinforcement in your life is proof of how deeply loved, cherished, and purposeful you are. You are not just one among many. You are chosen, set apart, and equipped for a mission that carries eternal significance. As you move forward in your journey, remember the depth of this truth. You are never alone. Every step you take is accompanied by the heavenly host. Every challenge you face is met with divine power, and every victory you achieve is a testament to God's unwavering faithfulness. Let this knowledge fill you with confidence and peace, knowing that you are walking in a reality where the forces of heaven are on your side. With divine reinforcement, you are not only protected, you are unstoppable. You are free to shine your light boldly, to face every trial with courage, and to embrace the fullness of your calling without fear. God's support ensures that no matter what the forces of darkness attempt, they will fail, and you will triumph. This is your inheritance as one of God's chosen, an extraordinary reality of divine power, unwavering love, and unstoppable purpose. Walk boldly in it, for you are never alone, and the victory is already yours. walking in your divine identity. As we bring this journey to a close, let the truths you've embraced settle deeply into your heart. You are not ordinary. You are one of God's chosen, set apart for an extraordinary purpose, protected by His unwavering love and empowered by His limitless strength. Your life is marked by divine favor, and no force of darkness can ever alter the destiny God has sealed for you. Each truth we've uncovered is a piece of the unshakable foundation you stand on. From the impenetrable protection that shields you, to the unbreakable covenant that secures your path, to the light that radiates from within you. These are not just concepts, they are realities that define your identity. You are a beacon of hope in a world filled with chaos, a living testament to the power and glory of God. Now is the time to walk boldly in this truth. Challenges may arise, but they cannot defeat you. The enemy may try to intimidate you, but he is powerless against the authority you carry. When doubts creep in, remind yourself that you are surrounded by divine reinforcement, supported by a heavenly host that ensures your victory. Every trial you face is an opportunity for God to show His power through you, turning obstacles into stepping stones and setbacks into triumphs. Your life is not a random series of events. It is a beautifully orchestrated masterpiece designed by the Creator of the universe. Each step you take is purposeful, each moment significant. Let this understanding fill you with courage and peace as you move forward. Stand tall, knowing that your light cannot be extinguished, your purpose cannot be derailed, and your victory cannot be stolen. As you go forth, remember, you are not alone. God is with you, His angels surround you, and His Spirit dwells within you. Every breath you take is a declaration of His power, every step a testament to His faithfulness. You were chosen for such a time as this, and the world needs the light you bring. So rise, chosen one, walk with confidence, live with purpose, and shine your light without hesitation. You are divinely protected, endlessly loved, and unstoppable in your pursuit of the destiny God has prepared for you. Let your life be a beacon that inspires others to step into their own divine calling. Above all, stay faithful, stay strong, and stay grounded in the truth that you are deeply loved by the one who created you. Your journey is far from over, it is only beginning. Go forth and live in the fullness of your divine identity.